Hey everybody, this is Trent. I am here with you guys on a Saturday morning with nothing else much to do but homework. The only thing that has been going on with me so far is basically going to school and studying schoolwork at home. And in the midst of that, I have come across some very interesting topics as I've been learning about electric circuitry. I'm going to go ahead and share the robot that I'm going to complete for extra credit for this time around. And basically, it's just a hexapod monster robot. But I went online, well, a partner of mine from class went online and he ended up ordering it. And there's a couple of sites. One great site that's good to order from is kitsusa.net. If you're into gadgets and you like to build things and put them together and watch them come alive, Kits USA is a wonderful site to look into. Not only do they offer robots that require soldering, they also offer robots that don't require soldering. So, and on top of that, they offer a whole lot more. So feel free to look up kitsusa.net whenever you get free time because I think that it's chock full of interesting stuff. Schematic drawings of how everything should go. And on top of that, you have the compartments. And then this is, of course, a bag of all of the electrical components. You know, you have your motor, your resistor, you have your PC board here where everything has to be placed in with pins and then soldered to the board. I am still holding on to my E71-2 and it has been working just perfectly for me so far. Now, another piece of information that I have for all of you is that I received about a week ago a new review unit for a brand new model that just came out for Windows Mobile. And I'm going to do an unboxing right here and now. This is the brand new HTC Touch Pro slider QWERTY device. Now the holding container for this device is basically very glossy and very professional looking. Right, we're going to take this top cover off. It's got tape on it. Now on the inside of the cover for the container, we've got a couple of software CDs, and then we also have some warranty information. We of course have the HTC Touch in the center of this holding container. We're going to take off the top plate here, which holds the device, and set it off to the side. And I'm going to show you the different components. Now, the Touch Pro comes with a leather pouch, but what makes this pouch different from your regular conventional pouch is that it's got openings on both sides, if you can see that there. Now, even though it's got openings on both sides, there is a strap inside this pouch that basically holds the phone in place, whether you slide it into this opening or into this opening. The strap in the middle will always catch the HTC Touch Pro device and hold it steady and securely. So the interior of this pouch basically has a black soft suede material as well. The next component we have is the typical USB cord with regular USB on one end and your mini USB on the other. These are your typical earbud headphones that come with the HTC Touch Pro. And you've also got a microphone with a call button that you can press. Now the adapter component of the phone has two ports. Now the first port is standard USB, and the second port is for the plug itself to be able to slide into place, like so. Now, at the bottom of the container, you have a quick start guide, which is basically like a small little booklet. Then you have some other marketing information as far as other products that you can buy, and a warranty card at the bottom, as well as other accessories that can be purchased for the HTC Touch Pro device. A couple of covers for the earbuds, the battery for the HTC Touch Pro, extra. Now, even though the glossy front of the HTC Touch Pro is very captivating, there is a huge drawback in regards to having a lot of smudges and fingerprints being visible on the front face of this phone. At the top, we've got a camera, if you can see that lens there. We've got the earpiece. We have a 2.8 VGA screen that offers very good resolution for a Windows Mobile product, and it equals the resolution of the iMate 9502 that I had some time ago. What looks like one panel at the bottom of the screen is actually the navigational keypad, which has one tactile select button as well as 4 tactile buttons on either side of the select key. Now, HTC has included a touch-sensitive ring around this select key to be able to operate different controls on the screen here. In spite of the fact that the HTC Touch Pro is much shorter and much narrower than the HTC Titan II, the depth of it is very thick. Now, when you compare the Touch Pro to the Nokia E71-2, there is really no comparison. It's obvious who the winner is as far as portability is concerned. Now, even though the E71-2 is much wider and much taller than the Touch Pro, it's much easier to handle because it's so much more slimmer, whereas the Touch Pro is a bit more chunkier. Now, this is to take you around the perimeter of the device. At the top of the device, you've got your typical power key. Now, on the right side of the device, you've got clean lines along here that lead down to the stylus at the lower right-hand corner. That it's completely magnetic, so that when you slide this stylus back into the phone, it basically snaps back into place by way of the magnetism, which is great. At the bottom part of the phone, you've got what appears to be the microphone as well as the mini USB port for your headphones or for the adapter cord. On the left side of the device, we have the words HTC Innovation as well as volume rocker keys, which are tactile buttons. Now, upon looking at the back of the HTC Touch Pro, I've noticed that the back has a soft touch, just like the Trio 750. And in addition to that, there is also the same faceted diamond-like finish that is noticeable on the back of the HTC Touch Diamond as well. And on the top portion, you're going to have 2 lenses. One lens is an LED flash for the camera, and you have the lens for the camera itself, which is rated at 3.2 megapixels. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this clearly, but at the top corner next to the camera lens is a tiny slit through which the speaker puts forth the sound. That was that the slider mechanism has spring action to it, which is great. It does not tilt. It has no way of tilting at all. It's a fixed slider. There is a 5th row at the top of the QWERTY keypad that is totally dedicated to all of the numbers. You have 2 lights here at the top, one for the function key and the other one for the caps. Now, the buttons on the HTC Touch Pro are very flat, as you can see. Now, even though this can be quite difficult to feel your way around to a specific button, the feedback on these buttons is very good. Now, we've got my Nokia E71-2, and as you can see, the tops of the buttons are rounded, whereas the HTC Touch Pro buttons are not rounded at the top like the E71-2. Later on, once I get free time, hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a tour of the interface and what it looks like, as well as my impressions of using the device. So for right now, I'm going to leave it at that so I can take some time off to get some homework done, as well as get started on that robot kit that I showed you guys earlier. And on that note, I hope that all of you guys have a great weekend, and take care and stay safe.